All right, so my daughter Vanessa called me up and said, "Hey, Dad, there's something definitely wrong with my car. She just bought this." So I put it up on some jack stands and I thought I'd check it out. This is what I found. My daughter Vanessa wanted a daily driver that she can drive back and forth to work, so she picked up this little BMW 328, and the previous owner hit a curve, they said, and as you can see, the skirt down there is all tore up. The front bumper's got a little damage, and the rim here has got some pretty good curb rash on it. And it was driving fine, so she's been driving it for about 2 weeks. She just got it all registered and insured and all that stuff, and then it started raining really bad. And she called me up and says something's wrong with the car. So I thought maybe she had hit a pothole or something, because the car was like all over the road. It was like fishtailing all over the road. The faster you went, the worse it got. And so I thought maybe she had hit a pothole because it's been raining a lot, and did an impact break in the tire. So if you ever seen the tire of an impact break, the tread will have this S pattern in the tread, and it'll make a car do some weird stuff. But as you just saw right there, no, there's definitely something broken in the suspension. So we're going to pop this wheel off and do a little investigation. So I'm thinking either a control arm broke, or maybe possibly the spindle or a bolt fell out or something. So we're going to find out exactly. Pop these wheels off. One thing I noticed when I was taking the wheels off was the lug nuts were not very tight. This control arm here, yep, the bolt fell out. I'll bring you in for a closer look. So if you look, this control arm is new, this control arm is new, and the lower one here is also new. But if you look right here, see if I can wiggle this. See how this control arm here is no longer attached because there's no bolt there. See if I go around the back side here and see. You can see the bolt fell out. So none of this was properly Loctited. Torque is probably an amateur job installation. So I'm going to go through all this, find a bolt for it. My kid thinks she's funny. She borrowed my car because hers is having a little bit of a problem. And she sent me this picture saying, "Hey Dad, thanks for loaning me the car. I filled it up with gas for you." And she sent this picture to me. So I know she knows better than this. She's just trying to get a reaction out of me. All right, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and we're heading to the junkyard to, one, to get some parts for Vanessa's car, and two, to explore and see what we can come up for our race car. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, yummy monks. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
It's Super Bowl Sunday, and I thought for sure the junkyard would be empty, but there was quite a few people there. So we found the exact car, so we're going to steal the control arm bolts here. So it only took us like 10 minutes to find the bolts we needed. Now we're on a treasure hunt, so we're just going to scour the junkyard just to find any cool stuff that we can find. One of the parts that was missing on Vanessa's car was the inner fender lining here, the front portion of it. So we found one that'll replace it. Let's see if it'll come out.
The stupid thing is pinching it.
All right, let me see. Everything I found at the junkyard. So this is the bracket holding the radiators, which is a Sawzall blade that they just bent in and screwed. It's holding the radiator, silicone, and then we got the good old house wiring nuts here holding the wiring. This is on a Z3 that we found here in the junkyard. No idea what this is, but a custom toggle switch going to who knows what type of wiring is going on in this car, but it's hilarious. We just got back from the salvage yard. We picked up a side skirt that has some damage. You're going to see right there. It's pretty badly damaged. We also picked up a mirror cap, and the most important thing we picked up was the proper bolt for the suspension that's all jacked up there. And scored an owner's manual and a couple little clips for the door interior pieces. So I'm gonna get started by getting that bolt back on this car so make this car drivable. All right, so I put a little bit of thread locker on the bolt here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and reach around back and put the bolt in the control arm and tighten that up.
Okay. Wow.
All right. So after reinstalling the bolt and going over all the bolts on the rear suspension, we jacked up the front suspension, and this is what we found. All right, let's figure out what this is. Okay, we got a little brand new part, loose. So obviously when they hit that curve, they damaged quite a bit of parts. Now they did install brand new parts, but everything was left loose. So we had to go back over everything and torque everything. Every bolt was loose. The control arms, radius arms, everything was loose. All right, we're doing the test drive and it's 1,000% better.